This model kit review is of the McLaren 520S, and it is a 1/24 scale model by Revell, and those are the dimensions there, and it's a very nice box art but no other pictures there. On the back here we have some more box art and pictures of the finished model, both inside and out. Those are the colors needed, and a picture of the sprues. So let's have a look inside here. And we've got a lot of parts in here. So first of all, here we have our tires. These are quite thin tires. They're made out of flexible vinyl with some nice tread. Looks like we do have a lot of parts here. Okay, so this is molded in orange. For those who don't want to paint it, I couldn't imagine why you'd want to do that. Very nicely molded. A few mold lines here, really minimal. It's a pretty clean, crisp mold. Here we have the bumper and the doors, the inside of the, I guess that's the back hind quarter panel. Some of the, these are the runners on the bottom, and then probably part of the scoops. All nicely molded. And let's check out these ones. So these are all molded in grey. And first of all, here we have our wheels. And those are very nice, although I do see some mold lines there at the edge. Those all need to be sanded down a little better on these ones. And then our headlights there, and probably part of our mirrors. Here we've got our floor pan or chassis. Got some exhaust parts there, parts of our suspension, I guess, or subframe. And then probably parts of our those are part of the front bumper or scoop here. Okay, these are all the other grey ones. Here we've got our dashboard, and this is depending on which side you're going to have the driver on, left or right. Nicely molded. The insides of the doors are quite thick. Then here is our cockpit with our central console molded in. Here we've got our, this is the back of our seat, here's the front of our seat, and that's probably the back part of our cockpit with side mirrors, steering wheel. I guess two options is our steering column. Not sure, that's probably also part of our steering column there. Here we've got our windshield wipers, and the other side mirror, and there's our rear mirror. Over here we have engine parts. Right, there's our transmission there. We've got exhaust and muffler parts there, probably part of our air intake, and engine parts here, all very nicely molded, great level of detail. It really just is phenomenal. And parts of the engine bay. This looks like part of our exhaust here. Okay, here is our glass, and we've got our front windshield, we've got headlight covers. There's a headlight cover there, side glass and rear glass, all very nicely molded. Let's have a look at our instructions and decals. So here are our decals, and these are very nicely molded, printed. So you've got lots of options there for license plates, depending on what country you want it to be from. Details from the inside for the cockpit. Some seat belts. You might need to add some seat belts there. And then carbon fiber decals. Here are the instructions, and always printed in color. These are Revell, Germany. Here are the colors needed. Quite a few different colors needed there. Okay, and parts listing. Okay, so we're going to start off with the engine. And then put on, looks like part of our exhausts there. And then this is our drive shaft here that gets mounted onto our chassis. There's the engine bay going on there. And air intakes. Actually, that looks like part of our exhaust. And that's all mounted. These are our air intakes here. And then we do our wheel hubs with tires and disc brakes. And we mount our front steering with our steering rack there, and rear over there. We really don't have much in the way of suspension parts. That's all mounted onto our chassis. Build our seats there. That's mounted into our cockpit. And put on the side scoops there. We've got our steering wheel and column, and then dashboard, depending on which one you're building, left or right. That's then mounted onto the cockpit and onto the chassis. Now we're putting together our glass, doors, and bumpers, all onto the main body. And then that's mounted onto the chassis. Here are our doors, and they go up or down. Lots of detail here. This is for the other side. And that's then put onto our body. That's the strut for if you're going to have it up. Helps to support the door. And then our glass front and back, side mirrors, windshield wipers, license plates, and so on. Here's the painting and decal guide. And colors. So that's actually a very nice model, very well molded, and good level of detail.